Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with Hooligans. Please hit that like button, share out the links. Let's boost the live. Let me know how you're doing in the chat. Happy freedom. Look at this hooligan cat right here. He's posted up, watching like Batman. What's up, Jamie and Deborah? You got first. First in the chat. What's up, Matthew? What's up, Manuel? What's up, Bill? What's up, OGBT? What's up, Cheeky Chops? Let's see. What's up, Shelly Babes? What's up, JB? What's up, Jeb? What's up, Bass Senior? Appreciate you guys being here. What's up, Eric? What's up, Parabellum? All right, let's check these other chats. Make sure they're running. It's a live view of the White House right now. What's up, T-Dash? And welcome to the live. What's up, everyone on Odyssey? What's up, everyone on Rumble?
Come on, man.
The web pages are taking a long time to load. What is up, everyone on Facebook? So how are all of you hooligans today? It's kind of a slow day. There's not much on the schedule. What's up, MD? I ain't seen you in a while. Welcome to the live. What's up, Grey Wolf? What's up, Independent? So what's the plan today for all you hooligans? What's up, Haywood? Doing all right, Eric. Doing all right. It is kind of similar weather here. I did leave the house earlier, a few hours ago, and all the clouds were on the ground. You couldn't see anything. I was scared to death. Bambi was gonna run across the road, trying to hurt my poor Subaru. Thankfully, that did not happen. Yeah, kind of a gloomy day. Schedule so far, and I say that because White House changes their schedule all the time. As of right now, press briefing with KJP is supposed to start at 2 o'clock, which is in 40 minutes. She's always late, and it usually runs for an hour or somewhere in there. So I'm not going to be able to cover it because I have to leave at 2:30 today. So we're going to do a watch party today. But Old Man Walter is supposed to go live delivering comments on 10th annual National Vigil for all victims of gun violence today. So that should be a interesting speech, I am sure. That's supposed to happen at 7:15. Normally we run a watch party at 7. So what we're going to do is we're going to go live at 7. We're all going to find our seats and get all settled in. And then we're going to cover Old Man Walter live as it's happening. And then we will move into like watch party mode. And then we watch the press briefing with KJP. And then, you know, we'll see what else we add on to the schedule. Because between now and then, goodness, between now and then, a lot could happen. We could add quite a bit on the schedule. But right now, that's what it looks like. We're going to do a watch party at 7. 7:15, we will start with Old Man Walter. And then we'll be moving on to the press briefing after that. What's up, Debbie? Welcome to the live. Happy Freedom, cool guy. What's up, Susan? Thanks for being here. What's up, Cash Flow? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking he's gonna use the event to stand on his little soapbox and say, you know, we need to ban assault weapons and blah blah. That stuff is so stupid, and that's why I think that we should definitely watch that and see what all he's gonna say, because you know tomorrow's headlines will all involve this information, trying to push people to be scared of their own of their own rights. It's your own right to have a firearm unless you've forfeited your right by committing a crime and being a felon, which these things happen. But if that's not you, then people shouldn't really be concerned with being scared of guns. It's your right. Paul, Klaus has a YouTube channel. Yes, he does. I have not uploaded in a while. When we caught those strikes and things were falling apart, I had to focus to keep things moving forward, which I am still kind of recovering from. We did make it. Those 2 strikes did expire, so we are in the clear now. We don't have to worry about the channel being deleted, at least not anymore for those reasons. But Klaus has a channel. I have a channel where I open Pokemon cards. I'm getting ready to start a channel where we'll be playing video games and stuff like that, like Call of Duty and Fallout. I have an ASMR channel that's for like not the goofy, weird, prickly mic stuff, but it's stuff where I went out and captured footage and recorded audio of rain and weather, and I captured all of the fall and stuff. And it's something I do to recharge my batteries. Like I'm always telling you guys, you got to play. The opposite of work is play. And if you don't play, you won't recharge your batteries. You could burn yourself out working, and then you can rest all month, and you'll still feel like shit when it's time to go back to work. It's because you're not taking the time to play. You have to do something that makes your heart happy. And so something I like to do to find peace is I like to go out in the middle of nowhere, because I live in a fairly nice area, very tourist, lots of tourist attraction, lots of nature. Where I live, people are common to kayak and hike, and there's trails everywhere. We have sand dunes and the Great Lake and all that stuff. So I have lots to take pictures of, videos and stuff. And then I bring it back home, I put it in the studio, and then I master the audio and engineer it and stuff so it sounds more appealing if you were trying to rest or feel relaxed, stuff like that. And people do it for different reasons, but it makes me feel peace. And so we have a channel that does that too. But all of that content is kind of on pause until we can get this stuff straightened out. What's up, Chris Cola? Grey Wolf, Odyssey. Oh, Odyssey does have mods, but they don't really have to mod because it's a free speech platform. Rumble doesn't have mods. Rumble doesn't have any. I can't do anything to the chat in Rumble. Atlantis only worked and did nothing else. Worked third shift overtime. Oh yeah, third shift is. There's no peace for third shift. I've never met a third shift worker that really had a balance. They had something to keep them moving forward, keep one foot in front of the other, but usually it's prescriptions and excessive energy drinks. It's not usually the peace you're looking for. Third shift is definitely difficult. The most difficult of the shifts, I believe. What's up, Cornish? Thank you so much, Cornish, for continuing the subscription on Twitch for 14 months. You're officially a hooligan. I appreciate you. Thank you. Happy Freedom Evilness. What's up, 69? What's up, Bubba? What's up, Cheryl? What's up, Anthony? Paul, third shift is great for introverts. Yeah, that's true. Third shift is usually the thinnest shift, but it's also usually a shift where you have less rules and restrictions, foremans and stuff like that on the scene. May not be coming down on you so hard as if you were on first shift, where all the big wigs usually are getting in and out before anyone else has to go to work. At least that's been my experience. What's up, We Grow Fire? Happy Freedom. What's up, CB? Hey, I appreciate you being here, Chris Cola. Well, hooligans, I'm trying to think. I'm going to make shirts today because I should be back to the house by like 4. So I'll have between 4 and 7 to come out with some new shirt designs. I have them all wrote down. I think I'm going to make a tab in Gilded so you guys can suggest shirt ideas and stuff like that. Because there's no reason why I should be the only one coming up with ideas, because I'm only going to buy so many shirts and all of you guys like shirts. So I think being collaborative is good. So I think after I end the live, I will create a tab in Gilded so you guys can put your shirt ideas in there and we'll make it happen, because I want to have a huge variety of shirts and not just recycling the same images to make cooler and cooler designs. I want fresh ideas. Moog, what kind of camera are you shooting photography with? Honestly, I just use my phone. My phone has, I'm trying to think, 64 megapixel camera, or maybe it's 164. I don't know what it is. It's a lot. It's a lot. The camera I have is pretty good. And I have like glass filters and stuff that I use. And then now I connect it to the Zoom box that Donna Sparks got me, and this is for like field recording. It has microphones in the top of it, but then you can also plug mics into the bottom and then connect that to my phone and then connect that to a tripod and then carry that around like I'm at a protest, but it's much better. Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, Moog, I try and record in 48 kilohertz, 24 bits, and then after I process it in Pro Tools, then I usually bounce it out at just the normal 441 16 bits. What's up, TYR? Welcome to the live and happy freedom. Yeah, hooligans, I don't really have much else. That's that for now. Just kind of hanging in the chat. Parabellum flag walk. I want to do a flag walk. I don't think I'd be able to do it today. I think I'd end up being late to the watch party. Paul, today's tech is just crazy cool. Yeah, technology's super crazy. If I was better with some of the Adobe Edition stuff, I could probably make some really cool stuff, but I never learned all of that stuff. So when the ASMR stuff starts coming out more and you guys can see the footage and stuff that I've caught, it's all natural. There's no like enhancements or anything like that. I try to capture it just the way our eyes see it. That's how I prefer it. I've made a few videos and stuff and they've turned out pretty good. So I just haven't been playing them because it's getting ready to snow and be winter and stuff like that. And if we have videos of rain and stuff, it's, I don't know. I don't know. I have a plan for this. We'll just say that. I have a plan for how I want this to go. Thank you so much, F-Body Bill, for continuing the membership program for 9 months. You're officially a hooligan. I appreciate you. Thank you. What's up, Trigger? Welcome to the live. What's up, Flying X? Yeah, we're just hanging out for a little bit. I don't have anything going on for like an hour. So, just really hanging out, drinking coffee. What's up, native New Yorker? What's up, Foz? What's up, Tom Tom? What's up, Shanti? I'm wondering what's going on with YouTube. They must have did something weird with their algorithm. They sent me an email saying something about combining my music with my channel or something. because when my music is distributed, it comes from my distributor directly to YouTube. So then when it gets published, it's published by YouTube. But now they're going through something, so they apparently took all that music and applied it to my account. And so we'll run so many lives with so many people, and then I'll check my analytics and it'll say like, you got 40 views today. I'm like, how to get 40 views if we had 200 people in the chat and we ran for an hour and a half and stuff like that. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. And so I don't know. I think the analytics is weird, and I'm wondering how that's affecting the notifications. Because like I'm sending out notifications. Well, actually, I don't think I did send them out for social media, but Gilded and Discord did get sent out because that comes out automatically. And even though those notifications go to 5,500 people, we have 80 people in the chat. So I'm wondering, because a lot of people receive notifications through YouTube and they just feel that that's good enough, and so they don't follow on anything else. But seeing these low numbers ever since I got that email makes me feel like they did something weird when they did an update, and now my notifications aren't coming out like they are supposed to. We'll see. Flying X, I hardly ever stay up. I don't really stay up late either. I only did that because we had protests, but now we don't have protests. I see Smoke and Sand goes live at night and stuff, but I don't even see Hooligans in the chat. I am thinking about covering that kind of stuff, but when I have to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's kind of hard to be like, yeah, it's midnight, let's go live right now, and then I'll sleep 4 hours, and then I'll be up at 7, and we'll put people's lives in danger. And like, I don't know, I'm a little bit too responsible for that. What's up, Havoc? Jeb, I have not heard anything about that. If you see an article, tag me in it, because I have not heard about that. What's up, Blazing Fool? How are you today? Crazy Colombian, 4:45 every day. That's rough stuff. Once you get on a schedule, it's pretty good. But yeah, that's tough. Getting up at 4. Well, getting up at 4 or going to bed at 4, I don't know. I don't do well around those times. Being awake at those times, I don't do well. I usually can, like if I go to sleep at somewhere between midnight and 2, and then I wake up between 6 and 8, I'm usually fine. As long as I get somewhere between 4 and 6 hours of sleep, I'm usually fine. What's up, Montana? Welcome to the live. TX Tinks. Everyone I follow have said they did a glitch in the new update for YouTube shadow banning people. That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Thank you for letting me know. I actually don't follow a lot of people on YouTube. I spend so much time on YouTube doing this, I don't really want to watch it when I'm not live. Plus, it makes me feel like I should be live, and it makes it hard for me to use my downtime wisely. Because I'm like, oh, I should just go live and just do nothing and be live with all the hooligans. And so I try to stay away from YouTube when it's me time. Otherwise, I can't recharge my batteries. Oh, also, I'm going to be looking at the Gilded subscriptions after this live also. There's membership program through Gilded. Well, there's one through Discord, Gilded, and all of the live streaming platforms except for Facebook. I don't think Facebook has a membership program. But on Gilded, I'm seeing something weird's going on. There's like people on a list that have colored names as if they're on the membership program, but they're not. They don't have an up-to-date membership. So if your name changes colors later today, don't freak out, but it's probably because I went in there and updated everything. If you think that something was incorrect or you need to contact me, just write me through Gilded or send me an email, But I plan on just going in there and making sure everything's up to date, and it will most likely resynchronize with whatever is going on in there, because it's like there's a few hooligans that got, like, they have membership status without their membership being up to date. So that's something for those that are in Gilded. If you see changes, that's why. And if you want, you guys are always more than welcome to write me. This is all I do. All I do is I'm either live or thinking about the live. So you guys are always welcome to write me and let me know what's on your mind. Flying X, this is all by design, bro. Yeah, absolutely. It's not an accident. Our phones are like that too. An iPhone's really bad for that stuff. If you have an iPhone and a new iPhone comes out, your iPhone will get an update that will make your phone perform worse on purpose. And then the more phones come out while you hold on to that old iPhone, the worse and worse your iPhone will get. And then they also have some sort of like bug in it or something where it doesn't clear your cache correctly. So if you don't like back up your iPhone on iTunes or on a laptop and then wipe your phone to factory mode and then reinstall your OS, if you don't do that, you're building a cache that never gets wiped, and eventually your phone will be too full to function anyways, and you'll just blame it on the apps and you'll go get a new phone. It's crazy. It's crazy how they do us. Tabacales, I think I read your comment 3 times before I realized what you were talking about. Thank you for letting me know. Hey, I appreciate you, Debbie. Flying X, 3 days up straight. Something is happening. What do they say? After a few hours, you're supposed to go to the doctor. Jim White. I can't say that out loud because against community guidelines on YouTube, but I've been hearing a lot about that, but I don't know much about it. All I know is for the runoff, the Democratic guy got it. That's really all I know. I don't know much else, but I've heard and seen lots of people with the same statement that you have. I just haven't heard any context around it. Iron Horse, yep, it's happening to my phone now. Yeah. Phones are stupid. I have I don't know how you say it online. A lot of people call it a Xiaomi. I call it a Xiaomi because it starts with an X. But regardless, I have a Xiaomi Poco 3, and it's like a gaming phone. It's got like liquid cooling in it and all kinds of stuff like that. And the camera's really good. The processor's good. And I have a laser that comes out of the top of it, so I can aim my phone at your TV, and I can click buttons on my phone, and then I'll hit the right button and your TV will shut off, and then I can control your TV from my phone. You can do that with smart devices, cameras, stuff like that. And this phone isn't like anything crazy. It's just not advertised. It's made by the same company that makes the Samsung phones. I'm trying to think. Or the Google Pixels. That's what it is. It's the company that makes the Google Pixel phone. So they have their own phone that has the same stats, if not better than Google Pixel, better than the new Samsung, better than the iPhone. And that phone's only $200. And that's kind of like how all their phones are. They're universal phones. They come from China, but everybody's phone comes from China. Like, that's just the way it is. But it's a universal phone. It connects with pretty much antennas all over the world. Like, I don't know why I couldn't get signal in Taco Bell, but I get signal inside of a Walmart. And so, I don't know. I really like that phone. And because they're kind of an off-brand, or they're like their own thing, I don't really get updates that mess with me. But then I hear stuff all the time about Samsung and iPhone. I don't know. It is what it is, I suppose. What's up, Nomad? Happy freedom. What's up, Sagittarius Dad? Welcome to the live. Jim White. Changed on live TV. interesting. I'm going to try and find some video of that. Maybe I can show it for the watch party tonight. Thank you so much, MD Pisner, for continuing the membership program for 9 months. You're officially a hooligan. I appreciate you. Thank you. Barely got 100 people in the chat. Literally running the show off coffee and inspiration. And this guy rolls off, his cousin comes in here and says, I can't believe people are still watching this easily manipulated simpleton. Jeff Mack, peddler of lies and conspiracies. My goodness, am I making it? Is that, my name get on the wall now? Somebody go put my name on the wall. Call Tim Pool. Let him know. I'm on my way. I just made it. I've arrived. Goodness. Silly people. Silly people. What's up, Sauce? Is that Sauce or is it Saucy? Either way, welcome to Live. What's up, Tara? Thanks for being here. Shane, Elon should just make his own phone. I think Elon's teasing about making a phone. I don't know if he's actually going to, but if he does, who knows? That thing's going to be able to do all kinds of stuff. Probably be like part of your Tesla. You just plug it into the center console or whatever. Welcome, Jeff Mack. I don't know. I ain't got no Tesla. Paul, I'm going to have to Google that phrase because I don't know what that means. I see, like forwarding. I don't know why. It's like I know a lot about certain subjects, and then like subjects I should know, I don't. Can you Rick roll someone's TV? No, I can't like affect the programming of the TV or anything like that. I can't manipulate stuff. I've never tried. We'll say that. I'm not gonna say I can't. I've never tried. I don't look for software to do that kind of stuff. They advertise it as a feature, so they have what they call like a Mi remote, MI remote, and you could download it on your phone, but if your phone doesn't have infrared lasers in it, it's not going to do anything. And so because my phone has that, it comes with the app built in, and so when you turn it on, it works like a universal remote, and so it has all the brands and everything. And so you can, just like a universal remote, you point it at a TV and you click the mute button and it'll flip through the code until the TV mutes or it shuts off. And if it does that, then I got control of the TV. I used to do it at work all the time because they'd have the TVs on in the lunchroom, but then the satellites would be out. So it'd be like loud static blasting into the room while you sit there for your 15 minutes trying to, shovel food down your face. So I would sit there and turn all the TVs off, and then the higher ups would come in and get all pissed off saying people were dealing with the TVs. They never caught me. Just looks like I'm texting on my phone, so they didn't see it coming. Thank you so much, Alan, for the $10 donation. I appreciate you. Thank you. I can't believe we're getting trolls like this early. I mean, yeah, it's almost 2 o'clock, but normally we don't get trolls unless it's dark outside. It is what it is. It's been a while, honestly. What's up, that bagpiper? Welcome to the live. Sorry, Snooks. I know I should have let him sit in the chat, but I didn't know what else he was gonna say, and I didn't want to. I mean, it's fine if he wants to tear me down, but if he starts laying into other hooligans, then it kind of looks like I allowed that to happen. We get another one in here. If that causes inspiration for another shithead to walk in, we'll let him hang for a second. Yeah, Flying X. Yep, that was crazy. And they don't even talk about that. Trump talks about Ashley Babbitt, but No one else does. The only time the press briefing talked about it, they like referred to her as like an extremist or something like that. Unarmed extremist. I don't know. It's just make it make sense. But you know what they would say? They would say that's old news. I wonder what this press briefing is going to say. And I wonder what this, I'm sure it's going to be gun grab talk from old man Walter today because of the whatever survivors of gun violence party they're having. I don't mean to downplay that or make that sound bad. That's not the point of what I said. The point of what I'm saying is that old man Walter needs to keep his hands off our guns. Manic Miner. He needs to buy YouTube. Yeah. If Elon bought YouTube, we would probably run 24-hour live streams because we could just do whatever we want. We go live for whatever. God Rides a Harley, welcome to the live. Elon was on his new phone last Friday during the Twitter files as he was jetting across the U.S. Awesome. That's awesome. I listened to the audio, I think it was yesterday. Yesterday when we ended the watch party, Elon Musk was live on, he was doing a live spaces on Twitter, which is like a giant audio call, like a voice chat. I only heard the end of it, and it was people kind of just general conversation. It wasn't anything specific, but it was labeled like Twitter files or Twitter file 2 or something like that. I wish they would stop trying to get so much publicity off of it. I mean, I'm like, and I don't care that they're doing it in a way to get publicity, but what I care about is that it's so clunky, the way the information's coming out, that if this is supposed to be taken so seriously, why are we releasing it this way? And I seen somebody was saying that they should give the rest of the information to WikiLeaks and let WikiLeaks like publish the documents so everybody can, you know, obtain the information and share it and stuff. I think they were kind of saying like, you're putting it out in tweets so people with Twitter can get to it, but people who don't have Twitter, the best they can do is go get a screenshot. Whereas if it was a WikiLeaks document or something, everybody could obtain the documents, they could have the links, and they could share it out without having to make an account on Twitter. Or if they were banned on Twitter, they wouldn't have to create a brand new account. That's something I was reading yesterday, was people saying that. Yeah, Snooks, it's too late. I already took him out. He's a goner. He didn't make it. I threw that hammer so fast. It's been a while. It just, you know, came flying out of the hand. Got him banned right out of here. Paul, I enjoy it. I enjoy people poking fun at me. It's not really like 3 years in, face on the screen, and I'm supposed to get bent out of shape because people want to talk about my teeth or my shitty mustache or my thin spots up front here or any of the other stuff they want to say, how greasy my face is. I don't care. Not at all. Fuck them. They're not shit. If they were as pretty as I was, they'd be on the screen, and they're not, so fuck up. They're just picking on me because they think I'm cute. Ain't that what they say? That's what Grandma used to say. Frosted Sleer, you're going to be streaming the press briefing coming up. We are going to cover the press briefing, but we're not going to cover it live. I have somewhere I have to be at 2:30. It may not even start till 2:30, the way they run it over there. So at 7 o'clock, we have a live, or we're going to start the watch party. At 7:15, old man Walter is going to be actually live. We're going to cover that when he gets off stage and he gets done talking about what we think is going to be gun grabbing talk. Then we're going to show the press briefing as just part of the watch party, and we'll go from there. I'm not going to say that's all we're going to watch because God only knows what else will happen, but that's on the schedule right now. Nomad, we should flood Twitter with questions about Epstein. Yeah, we could. God only knows the things that they've been hiding, and I really wonder, how does the other social media platforms feel now? Twitter's out here like proudly waving these documents in the wind. Everyone, look at me. Look at what Twitter's been doing. I bet Facebook and all those, YouTube, they're probably like, oh shit, everyone's going to ask us about this stuff too. And I don't know. Somebody's got to hold them accountable. That is our number one issue, I believe, is we are not holding people accountable. We need some sort of system to hold these higher ups accountable. Like, I don't understand why it doesn't function, but social media, politicians, anybody that's got a little money in their pocket or they're a little bit famous, it's like they're just beyond being held accountable. And that's our problem. It wasn't a problem till the high up people started abusing everything. Once they started abusing everything, then we're all pointing at each other like, yo, they should be held accountable. And the guy across from you is like, yeah, I think so too. And we're all like, yeah, they should be held accountable. And then nobody's being held accountable. And we're like, darn. And that's kind of what happens. And it's, I don't know, it's sucky. We need a new strategy. Absolutely, Native New Yorker. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, they just hate us because they're anus. Or something like that. Diana, I don't think anything will happen till the people stand up. I agree. I think that they'll keep pushing the envelope until the breaking point happens. And then people won't really have a choice but to unite. Because that's the reality of the situation, is like they take everything from you, then all of us are equal by owning nothing. And it's too hard to hate each other when you own nothing. If you've ever been in a really bad situation in your life, like you don't know if you're going to make it and stuff, you're the humblest person you know. Like all of a sudden you like have so much humility that you're just like, you would eat food out of the trash and just cry in silence about it just because you're barely making it. If you've been in situations like that, then yeah, no, I don't know. It's when you get like that, you're not going to be worried about blue team, red team. You're going to be, we're in this together. And we're already in it together. We got to get people out of the fog, out of that red team, blue team fog. You got to look at something and just be like, is this right or is this wrong? Not the color of the team. And too many people do that. Two people are like, oh, it's bad if the blue team does it, but it's okay if the red team does it, or vice versa. And that right there is part of what's wrong. Like even on a small scale, because you see it on a big scale. You see it on TV. You watch it happen live. But then on a small scale, you watch it happen too. You see people not being family and people not being friends and coworkers fighting and just hate. Got hate in your heart for what? Because you picked a team that you didn't even make? That's not even your team. That team was here before you. It'll be here after you. Don't claim it so tightly. Because, even the Nazis were just doing their job. And that's kind of what's happening. You claim a team, the team tells you how to think. You got automatic enemies. I don't know. That's why I don't say any of that stuff. That's why I'm like, what's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. Don't burn my damn flag because I take it as a threat to my life. That's it. Don't hurt kids. The end. That's how I run. I don't run blue team, red team. Our team. Flying X, bro, no one will ever go down. I don't know. Because look at Elon. We get someone in there who is hungry for conflict and drama, wants some publicity. Who knows? They could hang people out to dry. Some people would rather like go out in a bang and be famous like that. So they wouldn't even care of getting Clintoned. They're like, we're going to get Clintoned and we're going to post the footage afterwards. But who knows? It may not happen within our lifetime. But I think, like my grandpa used to tell me all the time, the truth has a way of getting out. It just does. You can't cover it up forever. It will eventually get out. Flying X. They did the net neutrality I don't know what that is. I'll have to check it out. God rides a Harley. See, Bravo, I've been with vets that dumpster dive. Yeah. You go through times like that, it's really hard to play along with the red team, blue team stuff. You're just like, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, and that's that. It makes it a lot easier to realize and recognize what matters in your own life, what makes you happy, because anything you have right now can be taken from you. The only thing they can't take is what's in your head. And once you have like peace of mind, you can spend more time enjoying your life than preparing to enjoy your life, because one day you could lose it all and you could say, dang, I didn't make it, or you could say, well, at least I have fun while it lasted. At least that's how I look at things. Happy Freedom, Roofing Ninja. Welcome to live. Karaticus, nothing good ever comes out of what the image is in the background. It's true. It is true. There just wasn't anything festive. I looked through the cams. They had like some eagles' nests, and I got all excited, but there was no eagles in the nests. There was no owls, or at least I didn't see the owls. I don't know. There wasn't anything real neat, so I just stuck the White House in the background. What's really interesting is when I go to search for the thumbnails, and you can see like the time changing, because like where I am and where the White House is, we're in the same time zone. And so as this time change happens, the sun seems, the angle is so specific because we're getting past noon, that when I'm editing the thumbnails and I'm getting suggestions, all three of them will be in a different, like you'll see the sun at different angles and stuff. That's the only neat thing about showing the White House in the background. Otherwise, yeah, it's just a sad place. It's just a sad place. It's like those big black gates. They don't never talk about why those gates are there, because they weren't there. Those big black gates you see right off the sidewalk there, they were not there. 2 years ago, well, almost 3 years ago, they were not there. Not till the protesters were there every single day, and like 14 days in of rioting and burning shit in the street right there, they had to put those gates up to stop people from running into the yard, because there was a line of what are they called? Capitol Police, and I think National Guard was there, and they were in front of the bushes you see between, well, basically a line of them was between that fountain and the bushes in front of the White House, and the protesters would run through the yard and get on the other side of that fountain and then just get torn up with pepper balls and gas canisters and stuff, and they'd come running out screaming and yelling. They didn't have Antifa gear back then. They were just flip-flops, shorts, and a tank top, getting smeared in the White House front lawn. But really, I think they did that gate for their own safety, because what they don't realize is if they would have made it past that police line, somebody on the roof would have took them right out. They'd have been gone. They'd have been fertilizer for that soil. But that was then, and this is now. How far we've come, and what feels like the wrong direction. Happy Freedom Emo B, welcome to Live. What is all the ones in the chat? I'm trying to trace this back. Oh, you hooligans. Flat early will get you nowhere. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Well, we actually made it to 2 o'clock. Snugs, trying to get me blush on the live. You hooligans. Frosted Sleet. House Foreign Affairs Committee just said no to showing us where the money being sent to the blue and yellow place is actually going. Most corrupt administration ever. I have to say it that way because of community guidelines, not because I'm an ear biter. Just a little context there. See, bravo. When Clinton visited my university, they had snipers on the buildings. Yeah, when I was in high school, Obama came to the high school. Not to my high school, but to the local high school I was going to. An alternative school. Anyways, they locked the whole area down, and they put snipers and cameras into the roof. And you could not go into the area without getting arrested. They were arresting students and all kinds of stuff. Anyone that was like driving around was getting pulled over, and if you had any like prior record, you were being like detained for the day. And I don't know, they were doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I stayed the hell away from that area. I don't even know what he said. I just know he was there. And when he came to town and they were driving down the main strip heading to the school, the McDonald's randomly caught on fire, and so they were all on alert. They thought it was like a big deal, and it had something to do with the president, but it didn't. There was like kids smoking weed out back and caught the building on fire or some it's just a coincidence, but it put them on high alert. Damn McDonald's. That's all right, Anthony. I appreciate you for being here for whatever reason you're here for. I wonder what Obama was thinking too. Driving down the main strip, McDonald's on fire. He's probably like, what the hell? Come to this small town for? I don't even know how he, like, why go to Niles? I bet most of you have never heard of Niles unless you live really close by there in Michigan. I don't even remember why he went there. Just stir up trouble, I'm sure. What's up, Mr. Beansy Beans? I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Cornish got that Chinese spy phone. I don't think it's all that. I should have refreshed the chat over here. I refreshed the page and then all of you guys are sitting here chatting and I didn't even realize. Mr. Beansy Beans, KJP and Old Man Walter is going to be on today. Yep. Who knows? They may alter the schedule. When I checked it earlier, it was just the press briefing. Sam, they're just exposing their insecurities. Yeah, I'm just surprised that we had a troll so early on. Sam, I think I follow him. I think I seen that about the Fauci transcripts. I'll have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure I was following it yesterday. Hear the male guy out there. Now I get a funny feeling about male guys. I don't know. It's not good. It's not good. One day they're gonna figure it out. I'm walking, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're that asshole that hates male guys." I'm like, I don't hate you guys. You're just not happy, and it bums me out. What's up, USA Forever? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Kelly K? Class president. Red, did Fauci really say that? I don't want to say it out loud because, you know, YouTube's goofy stuff. But that's hilarious and sad at the same time. Shanti, they sure are taking a lot of time just to come up with a bunch of lies. Oh, I don't know if they're live or not. We're not going to play the press briefing live. We're going to cover it for a watch party later today. Just because I have to leave in 24 minutes. We're just hanging out. We're just having coffee. Maybe we should do this every day. I try to just give you guys a bunch of information and get off the screen, but this is probably the most people we've had in the chat while just hanging out. Somebody told me yesterday that my podcast rocked. Biggest smile on my heart I've had in a while. Been trying to carry the show. I think we're doing it, hooligans. I really like, oh yeah, see, Red, you're right there. I like the coffee vibes. Yeah, I really like doing this every day. Starting the day with coffee with hooligans, and then moving into a watch party. We would cover lives during the day if they were scheduled more conveniently, but because they're not, we always got the watch party to hang out and stuff, so it's all good. Yeah, Kelly, I'm about to have to make some more here in a second. Thinking about throwing some up on my wish list. For all of you hooligans interested in sending stuff my way for Christmas, I have a wish list. It's on the Linktree link. I believe it's just called an Amazon wish list. I think that's what it's titled. I've changed those titles so many times I don't remember anymore. But I will be adding more stuff on there, but I keep stuff on there, equipment that I think would improve the live and stuff like that. That's where Donna Sparks gets a lot of her ideas for stuff that she sends this way. Donna Sparks, if you're watching, I appreciate you so much. But yeah, we'll be adding stuff on there. Last year, I got quite a bit of instant Starbucks coffee because instant coffee doesn't bother me. And actually, I'm still polishing off the last can right now, actually, so could always restock. What's up, Boston Patriot? I ain't seen you in a while. Welcome to the live. What's up, Adrian? Thanks for being here. Cloud 99, stay strong. The goal of the crazy is to weaken your resolve. That's why we need to stick together. Absolutely. Absolutely. Flying X, you used to let it flow, bro. Well, it's different if we got a live, but if we don't have a live to cover, can't really go live. Well, that was the strategy until we started coming up with these kind of talk shows, I guess we're doing, where we're just hanging out. Now we get to go live on our own time. Take control back. That's a good idea, Emo B. I'm also trying to do call-in shows and stuff, which is why I want you guys to join the Gilded, because we have callability between accounts, but then we also have group voice chat. And so I want to do the call-ins through Gilded because I already have that on my computer and whatnot. So we would be able to set it up. So you hooligans join Gilded. We'll have a specific day and time. We'll go live. And you guys can call in and we can chat it up and do it like that. So you can join Gilded. Well, Snooks put it in the chat. You can click that link and go directly to Gilded, or if you are on the Linktree, you find the Linktree link, you can also get into Gilded from there. It is free to join Gilded. Yeah. Oh, Atlantis. I see what you're saying. I was like kind of confused by what you were saying, but I see what you're saying. No, I don't watch podcasts or anything like that. I don't really watch talk shows. The last time I watched a talk show, it was like Jay Leno on a little black and white TV I used to have when I was living with my grandma when I was a little kid. That was like the last time I seen anything like that. So I actually don't have the sense of like how to be. You know what I mean? Like I can't fake it. I can't pretend. This is how I am. If you were to see me in person, I'm the same asshole you see on the screen right now. I don't know how to fake it. I was never trained to do that. I just am as I am, That's why I ask all of you to be just who you are. Because I feel the same way. When I watch shows or if I interact with people and it's just too damn fake, it's kind of hard to get tuned in, to even really respect those people, because it's like they don't even feel comfortable in their own skin. So then they do all this fake stuff, and it's, I don't know. The best I can do is try not to say all the red words on YouTube so we can still hang out every day. That's the best I can do. I don't have much more of a filter than that. It is what it is. Plus, being yourself is the best kind of filtration system you can have for your own life. If you're yourself, the people who stay genuinely like you for who you are. And the people that leave, well, they need to be in your life anyway, because you'd have to be fake to please them. So just be yourself. It's worthwhile. There's never a time when it's not. You don't have to say every word that comes to mind, but being yourself is always worthwhile. It's the pathway to happiness, I promise. Orchids and Roses. Will you be on all platforms for the watch party? As of right now, yes. Because we're just going to be covering the White House stuff, so it will be on all platforms. Happy Freedom Soul, for real. Thanks for being here. Also, are you guys experiencing any kind of buffering or anything like that? I upped my bit rate just a little bit to see if we can get a clearer picture, but I don't want to cause buffering. So if you guys have experienced any kind of buffering, please let me know in the chat. Drop a 2 in the chat if you've experienced buffering during this live and you believe it was on my end, just so I can have some feedback whether or not I should keep these settings or drop them back to what they were. Happy Freedom, Dana. Thanks for being here. It's all good. Appreciate you, Hooligans. Thank you for the feedback. Diana, I don't know if I'm wise. I just experienced quite a bit of stuff. And growing up with my great-grandparents, you know, when I'm a little kid and I'm trying to figure out how to work the buttons on the front of my jeans for the first time, they're in their 60s, you know. So by the time I was older and trying to learn how to be an adult and stuff like that, you know, they were severely elderly at that point. Like when my grandpa died, he was like 96 or 98, and when my grandma died, she was like 92 or 94 or something like that. So you know, when you live with older people, you see what's at the end of the path, because that's gonna be all of us one day. One day we will all be there if we're lucky and we don't kick the bucket early. And if you do survive long enough to be at the end of the race, the best you get is like a weak bladder, tough time standing up, tough time walking, hard time staying awake. It gets rough at the end. And I see a lot of that, and I spent a lot of time sitting there talking with them and stuff. You know, they weren't big into technology, so the time I spent with them, which was years, every day, we just talked a lot, and they taught me a lot. Gave me a lot of perspective. Lots of perspective. And there was a lot of time where I did not take that advice, and I ate shit real hard. Got myself in situations I didn't think I'd get out of, and they never turned their back on me, because everybody's got value. You can always believe in people. And so they poured into me, and I am the way I am now. And so now I believe in other people, and I try to steer them the right way, because I really recognize that there's not people like my great-grandparents hardly at all anymore, because they're all dying off, and it wasn't passed down to everyone, especially my age group. There's a lot of people my age group that drug addicts right now. Their life's really poor right now. They're in prison right now, or they didn't make it. Something happened and they died. So I'm fortunate to be where I am with the knowledge I have, because the people I do see, they're tolerable to hold a conversation with. They don't even think the way I think. They're still trying to figure stuff out. So I just try to shine a little light whenever I can. What's up, Tommy Temper? And welcome to the live. Hey, I appreciate you, Lefty Lucy. Thank you. Paul, getting old and debt-free is awesome. Well, yeah, being debt-free is definitely awesome. Next month, I have to start paying on my student loans again. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. $200 a month, but I'm not bitching about it. Not in the way that the liberals are, who feel like they got tricked because the old man Walter student loan forgiveness isn't passing, like everybody knew that was going to happen. And I guess people did get refunds. So those people, they're told to just hold on to that money even though Christmas is here. No, don't spend that money. Hold on to it because the government might ask for it back. Like, oh man. No. I knew what I signed up for when I went to school. I knew I was signing up for $75,000 in debt for an education. I knew. I'm down to $41,900 or something like that. $200 a month, it is what it is. But I'm the one that signed up for it. Nobody made me do it. I'm glad I went. I don't regret it. But man, that bill is coming. And I know it. I know it is. But I see a lot of liberal people that are super mad. And I'm like, damn, you could have just waited a little bit. You could have just let it play out. See what happened. It was like the day after everybody voted. Like, hey, guess what, guys? We're not doing that. No student loan forgiveness. You thought your debt was getting cleared? Very good job. What's up, Undercrofter? Welcome to the live. I wish Rumble would work on their stuff they have over there. Because I always see that there's people there, but there's never people in the chat. And we've gone through it so many times trying to help people get into the chat, but it's not always feasible. Everybody has their own preference of how they view Rumble, so Rumble kind of needs to get their stuff together and just fix it. And I don't know why they put the description between the chat and the live, but they don't make it collapsible, so you can't watch the video while you chat. I don't know, it's a nightmare over there. But at least they don't ban us, block us, penalize us for nothing. For talking and hanging out. Tommy Temper, hey, Bernie will cancel that student debt. Yeah, he wants socialism, doesn't he? I don't want socialism. No, I don't want handouts. See, my whole thing about that student loan situation was if they pay it, then they're going to pay it. Because I've been in the system since 2016. So if they were going to pay my student loans, they were just going to pay it. Like, they weren't going to ask me nothing. So I was just like, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it. I'm not going to, like, beat them up over it. But if they're going to make me ask for it, I'm not asking for it. I don't want the handouts. I don't want to just make the right decisions, become a millionaire one day, and have them come knock on my door and tell me I owe them money because this one time I got a handout from them. Because that's how welfare is. And a lot of people don't realize that. If you sign up for food stamps or any stuff like that, EBT, whatever, regardless if you need it or not, I'm not shitting on anybody. But I'm just saying, when you sign those papers, you are agreeing that if you ever come into wealth of any kind, they will come back and take that money from you. That's what you're signing. It's kind of like you're signing your future away. And they do that shit on purpose because we're just assets to them. We're just assets to the government. We're like bioorganic machines that go off into the country to make money and give them a cut until we die. And we're forced to do that because you have to have money to live. There's no free rides. And so, yeah, 'tis what it 'tis. Cornish. Awesome. Thanks for the stats. What's up, B Diggs? Emo B, no such thing as free money. Absolutely. Snugs, during watch parties, Rumble gets fun. More chatting. Yeah, it does get cool, but I wish that it was less clunky so everyone could be a part of the chat. because everyone's a different age, from a different area, with a different education on how technology works. And if it was simplified, it would be better for everyone, I believe. What's up, Wendy? No worries, you're not missing much. We are going to do a watch party at 7. We're going to start with an actual live of Old Man Walter talking at, let me just read it verbatim. 7:15 Eastern Time, Old Man Walter will be delivering remarks at the 10th Annual National Vigil for all victims of gun violence. We have a suspicion that this may be a speech about gun grabs and stuff, because he can't seem to play nice at all, and it has to sound like a complete asshole every time he speaks. So we will be covering that. We're going to start at 7, even though the live starts at 7:15. We'll be hanging out and mingling for 15 minutes or so. And then after that live ends, we're going to be doing the watch party for press briefing with KJP. And that supposedly was supposed to start 23 minutes ago, but we're just going to cover it for the watch party. Thanks so much, DK Records, for the $1.50 donation. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate all the support. Rick, Santa is a socialist. Well, I mean, I don't know. That's debatable. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping in, Native New Yorker. Red, gun grabs, yep. I'm thinking so. Let me see if I can pull it up, because I want to be specific. Just give me a moment. All right. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is Katie, whatever her name is on the screen. I don't want to butcher it, but I know I'm going to. So that, but she's posting this flyer right here. I believe it's for Seattle. Let me make sure. Evert, city of Evert. I'm not sure where that is. Either way, they're putting out this flyer here saying Saturday, December 17th, which is 10 days from now. Between 10 and noon, they're doing like an anonymous gun buy thing, trying to entice people right before Christmas, come anonymously, turn in firearms for these very, very low prices, like crazy low prices. She's raising awareness to this. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see this on my feed if you want to go see this in person. But yeah, so, and I'm sure this is not the only place doing this, although I do not know exactly where Evert is. I just thought, oh, it's Evert, Washington. So it's Washington State, which makes a lot of sense. But yeah, so I'm sure this is not the only place doing it, but I would like to spread a little bit of awareness that look at these sly little assholes trying to entice people, try and sell off their rights for $200, $300. That's Wag Daniel sauce. Let's see. Hey, thank you so much, DK, for the $2 donation. I appreciate you. Thank you. Rick, how much gift cards for hammers? Bring in those tactical hammers. I seen once a video, I want to say it was probably a year ago or so, where some people had met the stipulations of a firearm. They had like assembled structures, multiple, like, and they weren't dangerous, but they were enough to be considered a disabled firearm. And then they brought in like 200 of them that they just constructed of random materials and made the officers or whatever, like, basically empty their bank account for them and then close down shop and go eat shit. So I thought that was mildly entertaining. Thanks so much, DK, for continuing the membership program. Did you just join or did you just continue? It's been so long. I got to see the colors. Just a moment. Thank you so much for continuing the membership program. You're officially a hooligan. I appreciate you. Thank you. Big fella, Washington looks as shitty as Biden is the president. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're not wrong. It is doomy and gloomy. It looks the same here, and now I'm hearing police sirens. I know they ain't coming for me. They don't play the sirens. They sneak up on me. Happy Freedom Guardian. Yeah, we're going to be wrapping this up soon because I have to head out. But we will be live again, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be covering Old Man Walter live as it's happening. And then we will move into the watch party for the press briefing. 7 o'clock. That is the plan. Absolutely, Rick. I don't suggest anybody turn in any guns or hammers. You never know when you're going to need it. No name. Yes, 7 Eastern Time. Yep. We try to do Coffee with Hooligans at 1 o'clock every day except for Sunday. And then if we do a watch party, because that doesn't happen every day, but if it does happen, it's at 7. And those are set times I've been working with so far. So for you hooligans that are here every day, you can kind of work on that schedule. That's the schedule I'm following right now until we find reason to change it. Watch parties are always at 7. Coffee with Hooligans is always at 1 Eastern Time. You can put it on the schedule. All right, everyone. Well, it is just about 30 after, so I think we're going to wrap this up. Appreciate you guys being here. Put some ones in the chat if you want to do the pledge. We got enough people here. We're going to do the pledge later, but not everybody's going to have time to watch the show later. So if you would like to do the pledge, drop some ones. Yeah, big fellow. It's been a few people talking about it. All right, you lovely hooligans. Let's do the pledge. All right, everyone, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, hooligans. Well, that's that for now. Before you go, please click the Linktree link and join the Hooligan community. Just go straight into Gilded. It is free. There's tons of hooligans to hang out with, converse with, chat with. You will receive alerts every single time we go live, no matter where we go live, whether YouTube's included or not. It is the very best way to be notified for when we go live, as well as stuff going on. If I think something important is happening, I will alert everyone and bring their attention to links or images or whatever. That's part of your exclusive news, is being a part of the community. It doesn't happen every day or even that often, but when it does, it's nice to be in the loop. So definitely join the Hooligan community. If you would like to get a shirt, show support, try one of the free speech platforms, you can see all of that stuff on the Linktree. I'm going to post it in the chat. I'm sure there's already links in the chat. If you're on YouTube, it's in the blue banner at the top of the chat. It's in the description. Either way, big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership program, or purchased any merch. I appreciate all of you, and I would not be able to do this without you. So thank you guys so much for all your support. I'll see you tonight at 7 for the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.